Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the broadcast. At least those of you who YouTube has allowed to see my report. I'm so tired of all that crap. By the way, it just gets old. But please make sure you are still subscribed to the channel. And on top of it, if you're new, welcome. Please sub the channel because I've got so much inside information to share with you. But with that, I've got a report that's either going to drop your jaw to the floor, or you're going to say that's really cool, or you're going to be a little bit freaked out by it. In fact, what I'm going to show you is some strange things that are happening in the heavenlies where the skies have literally turned a crimson red color, leaving many people fearful that some kind of omen or warning is ahead, and leaving others with fear of, well, end times breaking out in Bible prophecy, more apocalypse style stuff. Well, when you guys see these pictures, you're going to be floored because they're unlike any other red skies that I have seen. But before I do, just a quick break from my sponsor. So I got to tell you guys a secret about my latest sponsorship that has changed my life. If you are a stressed out person or stressed out due to the holidays, or maybe you have trouble sleeping, you're going to want to check out Dream. This stuff has changed my life. I used to have troubles sleeping all through the night. This has literally made it so not only that I sleep through the night now, but also when I wake up, I have more energy and I'm just ready to hit the day, more focused. And by the way, what this actually is Dream is a cup of healthy hot cocoa formulated to help you get your best night's sleep. And to top it off, oh, it tastes so good, and it's only 15 calories. This stuff is amazing. All you have to do to check it out is go to shopbeam.com/Lisa Haven. You see, in a clinical study, about 93% of participants reported that Dream helped them get a better sleep. Better yet, if you want to take advantage of up to 50% off site-wide, click on this QR code right here with your cell phone, and it'll take you directly to the site, and you'll have that amazing discount applied. But check it out at shopbeam.com/Lisa Haven or scan this QR code. If you want more information as well, click that more button or click in the description box below. All right, back to the broadcast. So let's dive into these crimson red skies and the potential meanings that they have. Take a look at where I found it, and this is on Gateway Pundit. Under a blood red sky, geomagnetic storm causes intense auroras in North America and European regions. Sky explodes in crimson red over Russia and Ukraine. And you can see one very bright image here. It's probably one of the more creepier images that I've seen, but it goes on to explain exactly everything that's going on. It says it turns out that residents of Crimea and all these other regions here experienced a rare sighting of the northern lights following the onset of a strong magnetic storm. It goes on, quote, on the night of November 5th and 6th, bright northern lights are observed in Ukraine, as in many countries of the northern hemisphere. There was a powerful geomagnetic storm associated with the bombardment of our planet by a coronal mass ejection that occurred on the sun a few days ago, the scientist wrote. And as you can see, here is Stonehenge with the reddish crimson sky above it. And it goes on to state that the Guardian reported that the northern lights lit up much of the UK and Ireland on Saturday night from all these areas to parts of southern England, including Stonehenge. But look, what a beautiful picture. And of course, there are people taking this as an omen. Others are taking this as a sign of end time prophecy. And then, of course, others are taking this as a sign of something good. And ultimately, I'll lead you to decide. But here's kind of the concept behind what is going on. And it states this: it all begins with the solar wind. Its particles travel millions of miles to reach the Earth, where the Earth's magnetic field channels it to the polar regions. Depending on which molecules are affected and also where they are located in the atmosphere, different amounts of energy are released, visible to our eyes as different wavelengths of light. Oxygen produces green light, while nitrogen causes the sky to glow red. It goes on that, moving on, sometimes the color does not conform to the scientific rules, as you see here in that image. And this is an image out of Canada where you can see these bright green neon colors and these red and yellowish hues that kind of give that orange off color there from Canada. So absolutely beautiful mix there of color. But here is also a couple images that I want to show you of these red skies because, kind of going back to them, I think they really say a lot. But these images actually come out of residents in Ukraine. But take a look at all of these. They've been posting some pictures on those, just beautiful stuff. And I'm going to hone in on a few of these. You can see this one here where you get a better picture of that house. I mean, what a spooky looking thing. I mean, imagine waking up to that, standing in your backyard, or this in a neighborhood there as well. And here's another close-up image, but these red skies are actually that crimson red color. Now, as I stated before, this is obviously not the first time that this has happened. This has happened in the past. In fact, it happened back in May of 2022 for one of the prior occurrences, and that led many people to believe that there was some kind of omen or some kind of apocalypse, if you will, that they feared. And this happened over China, by the way. Take a look at dailymail.co.uk. This is in May 2022, May 9th. Fear spreads through Chinese city as sky turns blood red. And you can see down here, if you scroll through the images, the sky is completely red there in China. Similar kind of phenomenon there that happened this time there. And this, of course, on WND, they go on to report that it also caused other fears of the apocalypse or Bible prophecy. Here's WND.com. Sky turns blood red in China. Some point to Bible prophecy, and they specifically point to Joel 2, chapter 2, verses 30 and 31. I will show you wonders in the heavens and on earth, blood and fire and billows of smoke. The sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Now, that scripture doesn't necessarily mention sky. It does mention blood moon, the moon being blood red, but either way, people took that to include the sky. Now, I particularly stand on the side of, I just think it's a really cool phenomenon, especially considering it's happened before. But there are old wives' tales regarding these skies as well, such as, and some of you may know this little adage, but it's red sky at night, sailor's delight, and red sky in the morning, a sailor's warning. So obviously these were taken at night, so maybe that's a good sign if you believe in that kind of adage or wife's tale, if you will. Not only that, but I also looked up some of the secular meanings around a red sky, and they range from everything under the sun. But take a look here. And this is on symbolismandmetaphor.com. Red sky meaning and symbolism. And it says the color red has one of the most diverse sets of symbolic meanings across the visible spectrum. It can mean vitality, new beginnings, power, creation, passion, freedom, anger, warning, and more. Pretty much everything under the sun. So that's why I just take a middle ground. It's happened before. It's happened in China. It's happened multiple times. And I just think it's rather unique. And what's amazing about this is it happened in so many areas at once, and especially what happened in Canada with the little green added in. But wanted to throw it out there and get your perspective. I can't wait to read the comments on this. Anyhow, I love you all. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.